welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Wednesday, the Barnes and Tony Show. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, dude. Great Wednesday, like you said, middle of the week. A lot to go over. The Mets' victory, the PGA Championship here, dude. Another class day for me. Tomorrow, big day for us.
The pizza.
The pepperoni.
I really, like, would you have a whole pizza?
My
right
stomach
now?
is rumbling right now,
Yeah,
dude.
so you haven't had one blessed thing today, not even coffee.
Well, no, actually, Mike brought me coffee this morning,
okay.
so I got a coffee.
Yeah. That helps for a little bit.
If anything, it makes me more hungry, though, I think.
Really?
Like the caffeine, I think, gets me going, and then caffeine and empty stomach makes you feel like a little bit like even like your stomach's more empty, I feel.
I feel like maybe I'm just used to it, but I feel like for me, it actually like gives me a little time. But
okay.
I finished chugging my coffee, I don't know, probably like at 7:45.
Homemade cold brew?
The homemade cold brew. I went back to that. I'm actually like, and it's more of like a time thing where like it just like it's taking too much time, so I just don't get the second cup. But it's actually been like working out fine where I don't need like more than one, honestly. Even as much as I like it, and then I feel like it's really just a timing thing, though, honestly.
So then it's just the one cup in the morning, and that's it?
Yeah, that's what it's been this week.
Wow,
yeah.
dude. So how do you feel? Like
good? No,
Yeah?
because it probably is better that way. But then, like if there's time, sometimes like before the twilight golf, it is nice to have one because I'm usually starving then, but just feel like might as well just eat after,
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? But
do you like in the afternoon? Do you feel like you could have that caffeine hit?
Oh yeah, you know, and
Yeah,
I've done it like a bunch of times, just not recently or
Right.
this week.
Right.
So we'll see what happens, but I don't know. I feel like with coffee, it's so conflicting. Like I know net, I think there are a lot of benefits to it, but then I just hear this stuff about like the amount of caffeine. I mean, what do you think about all that, honestly?
I mean, I feel like coffee is good for you, right? I thought it.
I mean, that's
was.
what I think.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying about the amount of coffee I was having, like, is there such a thing as too much?
I mean, I guess I feel like anything more than like, I mean, if you're ripping 3 cups a day, I feel like that is a little bit much.
Trips, right?
Yeah, Trips right is not. Yeah,
But what about it's 2, but it's the big ones?
I mean, yeah, if it's the big like 21 ounce or 20 ounce
I think
ones,
it's
right?
like 32,
32
or I think
ounces,
the
really?
large one might even be 44.
Oh
from
my
Cubbies.
god, dude! Yeah, it seems like a bit excessive.
Is this the Tony medium or no?
Yeah, yes, this is the medium.
Almost
dude.
looks like a small the way you're holding it. It's very small.
Just I have big hands, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, Michael recently has been doing just cream and sugar instead of almond milk.
A lot better.
I can't tell, to be honest.
I think it is because I had almond milk there before. It was too watery.
I feel like the only thing, though, I think the cream, like something happens during the day. Like again, I always say, like I'll have this cup for hours.
Huh?
You know, and I feel sometimes the cream after a
Can't believe
while, like
hours. Like if I had one of those in front of me, it would be gone before we went to the world. Like
I don't know. I just sip on it, dude. Especially when it's
also,
hot.
I don't know if it's something on my end, but it seems like is there like a Facebook outage or something?
Oh, maybe. Sometimes there is, and they don't even say anything. Let's see if we can
Honestly,
chalk it in there.
really not right from them though. No notifications on this.
Yeah, it is kind of tough. For some reason, they have issues with Facebook sometimes, and then Instagram for some reason.
It seems like we're getting there, and it might just jump right in, or do they go like if this goes in, like does it go back from the start or just starts right now?
No, it's gonna jump right in.
Jump right
Jump
in.
right
So
in,
the
dude.
other part wouldn't be.
They're live. We're live, baby.
So Facebook welcome or no?
Yeah. It seems like it, dude. Got the check mark.
marks.
Bang, you're
But we
live.
also have Matthew Ryan, so
Matthew Ryan.
who has been texting Tony. Almost seems like maybe like some Bloody Marys this morning or something. He seems a little aggressive at this time of the day.
Honestly, if he was having Bloody Marys this morning, I'd be proud of him. Okay, dude. But yeah, he did message me this morning. about Zach Wilson, third string, the Broncos. I mean, you never know, though. I mean, he's on the roster. He made the roster.
But a third string quarterback, I mean, is as good as gone. I mean, they could, at a moment's notice.
I know
cut.
he could be cut.
Yeah.
But there's a chance, dude. So you never know. He's not out yet. You know,
He's
like
out.
he's not
He's
out
out.
yet, dude.
He's out.
Injury here, a flu there. Come on, dude.
I would say there's a pretty good chance rest of his career he throws less than 20 passes. Honestly, I just think he's just going to be buried on depth charts, bouncing around in practice squads. Maybe we'll go to Canada, eh?
Oh, really?
You know, I could see that, honestly. I think he almost should do that, to be honest. Like XFL,
Right.
CFL, get reps. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
He needs a full season as starter. And like, if it goes well, I know it's a different level, but it's like, at least that would give him some type of confidence. I mean, you want to talk about somebody being broken, someone having no confidence. I mean, that is Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would agree with that, dude. But we'll see what happens. It's clearly, maybe he'll make the move. He'll push the hand, so he does go. But if not, I mean, maybe he sees some opportunity over there in Denver. You never know.
What do you think would be best for him?
I think what you said, getting starting reps.
The reps.
Especially because he's been in the NFL now, so he kind of understands the ins and outs, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like it's not like he's underneath some great quarterback, getting some tutelage now. So it's like, what is he really here for?
So basically, you could say, so what are we talking about? Or no?
Well, no. Again, I mean, if he's still sticking with Denver, maybe reps. But like you said, if he's bounced around at teams, if he's on the practice squad, then that doesn't really make much sense.
It's so tough. Nothing to do with what you just said, but I just can't help it. I'm fucking starving.
Pizza?
Like, well, basically it was pizza, but it's like, I'm trying to like have like a good solid week, coming off vacation, but it's like, can't help it. Like, just want Gaetanos after this. Like, you know what I mean? It just, this whole like protein bar till night sucks. Honestly.
Yeah, that does suck.
But again, the time as well. And then the $20 lunch on top of it.
I know.
Before
tough,
the $40 dinner.
Yeah. Yep. That's right, dude. At Chipotle last night, dude.
How was it?
First time in probably over a year, to be honest.
Really?
For Chipotle. And it was amazing, dude.
What would you get?
Burrito. And I was hearing a lot of rumblings about how they don't like have big servings anymore. I don't know if you've heard that.
I have not, and I haven't noticed a difference.
No. I mean, honestly, they packed out my burrito, and Jay got it last week, so I was thinking about it all week.
Did Jay say that they don't give you as much?
No. Burrito, half chicken, half barbacoa.
Barbacoa, dude. I know you,
dude.
Yeah.
Riled for the barbacoa.
Yep.
And it was fucking tender, dude. And I guess like I don't know. They put a lot, like a heaping spoonful of each. Normally when you do half and half, they do like a little bit less.
Very light.
But no, dude, it was fat spoonfuls, half brown rice, half white rice.
Half brown, half white. I haven't heard that.
That's right, dude. Well, half. Yeah.
Black or pinto?
Black beans.
Okay.
And then spicy salsa, lettuce, and cheese.
Spicy meaning the hot salsa?
Yeah, hot salsa, yeah.
Bro, I tried that for a little bit because I'm like kind of in this thing now. It's like, I mean, most things, if it's hot, I'll have it.
Right.
And I think it was here, honestly, one of the times.
You were bugging?
Yeah, like for Gaming Corner last year, like it's too much. It's like,
really,
yeah,
dude?
too much for me. Way too much. But medium is great. Do the mild as well. The guac, yes, you're tight.
I don't do the guac, dude. That's ridiculous.
Also, I feel like you're sleeping on the fajita vegetables, but again, the fajitas are tight. Even though
no, I do love the veggies. I mean, peppers, onions. Like, how do you not like them? I will say though, they're like fucking huge. The way they cut them, they're like huge.
So just because of the
cut.
ratio,
yeah.
That's why you don't get them.
Yeah, typically it's too much.
Wow, I feel like it's like one of my favorite like toppings.
I'll do it in the bowl.
I always get
because I can cut up.
I don't get the burrito
too.
Just because I feel like too. I mean, like I get confused about this stuff, but if I had to guess. Like the burrito itself, like just the wrap, isn't that like 300 calories or no?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. So to me, it's like seems like, well, I mean, I don't think like it tastes that good like itself. I know with the combination, like makes it better, but I feel like that's why I always get the bowl because it's like, well, at least if I can save on that. And the bowl probably still with everything is still probably 1,000 calories.
Yeah, true. But regardless,
I always get confused about that too. Like, is it because I know it's not like perfect to have? I know there's a lot of sodium, but like, you think for the most part, like you're laying off the sour cream and the cheese,
right?
Like, do you think it's not that bad or no?
No, I don't think it's that bad. And I feel like what really kills you is the amount of carbs you're eating.
The wrap,
the rice, the veggies are carbs as well.
But I feel like a veggie carb. I mean,
the healthy carbs for sure. But like rice or thick carbs, if you get if you get a burrito with a tortilla, forget about it, dude.
Yeah.
But it was still fire. Hadn't had one in forever. The chips, the Coke.
How
and
are the?
the chips are bogus at Chipotle. They fucking chief it every time, dude.
What was the problem?
They're stale. Like they're not
Stale.
fresh chips.
Okay, yeah, dude. There's really nothing like good.
The chips,
Chips.
dude. The chips.
Look at the chips, dude.
Like, really, the chips.
No, but honestly, I don't think anything will top Mexican restaurants'
Mhm.
chips. Like whether they make
Yeah.
them there or not, for some reason they're always pretty good. I mean, occasionally you might get a bad batch somewhere, but I'm saying
yeah,
like, the
yeah.
places I've went recently, so far.
No, you're right. And Chipotle, I feel like never. And I knew it. The second I asked for chips and I look up at the shelf, it was the last bag on the shelf. I was like, "Fuck,
Oh.
dude, how long has that been there?"
Yeah.
But regardless, the bottom of the bag was where we got kind of rough, but it wasn't that bad to start off, I suppose. And then I threw a little like Chipotle Tabasco. I don't know if you get their condiments and stuff.
No.
Pretty solid.
I don't know. For sure, me and I was just talking to Sam about this. Hot sauce. To me, it's like I feel like I like salsa, but
Right.
like I don't like hot sauce. And I
Wait.
like buffalo sauce, but I don't like hot sauce.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Well-
I just feel like hot sauce is just straight to like it's just hot and that's it. I like how
Yeah.
buffalo, like it's creamy.
Yeah.
Salsa, you have your veggies.
Honestly, next time you're at Chipotle, try the Chipotle Tabasco because it's not like a hot sauce; it's like a smoky sauce.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Try
put a
it.
lot of it on or no?
No. I'll just like I'll just, drizzle a little bit on a bite and I'll taste it. Sometimes I don't even do it on every bite. I'll just do it every other bite or whenever I feel like it, sort of deal. Just to have the option.
Yeah.
It's
No, I'll
nice,
have
dude.
to have to try that out.
It was so huge, so good.
Jay
Wow.
says they had to double wrap my burrito last time I went. Like, comment, subscribe. That's Jay
Loves
man
that,
for
dude.
you. Loves it, and it's crazy. I was just thinking about it in my head. I could be wrong, but it almost feels like I haven't had a burrito from Chipotle. Like I'm almost thinking like 5 years. Like, I feel like I've been in the bowl for a very long time.
I mean, I feel like you could be due for a burrito then, right?
Yeah, but it just I'm sure you can picture this too.
You can't eat it like that.
No, not
eating it?
that. Well, it would definitely get a little messy, but I feel like versus the bowl for some reason, I feel like I would just always like just completely house it, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Just because it's like so compact.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like just like a lot
Nothing
at
wrong
one
with
time.
that, dude. No, you come on, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know. There is something wrong with that though, because I just feel like you eat slower, better for your metabolism. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, I guess so. I housed it last. I was so starving. I
Like-
was oh
like
my
a-
god, dude.
Like on par with me or not that fast?
Probably not that fast the other day, but still like pretty fucking fast.
Couple minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess that. I
was
guess that is pretty
God,
fast.
dude, he was a big boy too. Very impressed.
So what are we thinking? So by the way, I know Josh B is in the house. Yo. What up, fam? Really excited for tomorrow. The gaming corner, the pizza, the draft. Hope you were doing your
God,
homework,
dude.
Josh.
I haven't done any homework yet.
Yeah,
I
neither
get
have
on
I.
that,
But
dude.
you know what? It just kind of is. It's like a natural feel type of thing. Plus the pickups. You know how important the pickups are.
Are they important for football? Like, is it like?
Oh yeah, because there's so many injuries.
Do you work? Like, is it the same deal where it's like you have 6 pickups for the week, or like how does
Usually
that work?
football,
dude?
there is no
Unlimited?
because it's
'Cause
one.
there's a few games.
game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing to like wrap.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
need to do a
Right.
limit. But I was gonna say, so I was thinking pepperoni for tomorrow. Pizza Luigi's, by the way. Too. Overall, like their pizza there, 1 to 10. If you just had to give me something.
1 to 10. I would give it like a solid. I don't know, like a. Again, if we're rating it pretty strictly here, I would say like in the high 7s.
Okay.
You know.
So it's teetering on that elite level.
Well, exactly. No. I mean, it's just a great deal. They're consistent. It's fresh. Definitely took them a while to understand the whole well done concept as
Okay.
well, and they still sometimes kind of botch it on well done. But for the most part,
Do
like
you need me to talk to him?
honestly, maybe, dude.
Like, well
Um,
done. Do you know what that means? You want me
oh.
to come cook it for you?
Dude, there was like maybe the second time we went there, I literally had to go back in like twice. Like, hey, could you put this back in, please?
Oh man.
Because dude, the first time it was like undercooked.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, like,
But why not extra crispy instead of well done? Maybe that does it.
dude, I've tried that before, dude. I'll try listen,
Extra.
extra crispy,
Yes,
dude.
the double extra.
Extra crispy.
But I'm thinking pepperoni.
Mhm.
And then what do you think for the second one? Is it you feel like the plain is always required?
Oof. I mean, it's tough, dude. I hate to use the word required.
But
But also kind of, but I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to like a sausage and
Onion.
pepper or sausage and onion.
I say let's do that.
sauteed
Meat
onions or raw
lovers night.
onions.
Either way, Tony. What do you like better?
Interesting. I don't know, man.
I think sauteed, but I do. Raw onions are
Raw
good
onions
at the same
are
time,
good,
too. Like that crunch.
Yeah, dude, the crunch, the flavor, the phone call. Interesting, like vibration thing going on there.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. And I understand. I just feel like everybody's just so antsy to say, but I just know person that's calling. I literally saw them, Tony, not even 48 hours ago, and I said, "I'll get you something in the next day or two." It's 10 o'clock, and so what has it been? 36 hours, and it's like we can't wait for this follow up till the end of the day. Like,
right,
the sky is falling.
Sky's falling, dude.
People
tough.
don't listen.
Yeah, people don't. They don't listen. Impatient.
Yeah. Patience is a virtue.
That's what they say.
Back to the pizza, though. I think that's a good. It's a meat lover's night.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of protein.
And then do you ever get like a salad or anything from there?
Honestly, never. I guess I've gotten the salad when I've went to the restaurant years ago, though. Mike and I do hammer the mod sticks, though.
Oh, the mod sticks,
and they're pretty fire from there, dude.
Okay. Maybe we really get crazy though.
Mod sticks salad.
Yeah. I just
Caesar
like a
salad.
Whatever.
House salad.
If they have a house, if they
oh man, the sky is falling, Brian.
Oh my god! You know what? Just get to the comments.
Where are the shingles, dude? Show me the shingles. All right, so let's get to some more comments here. We had Matthew Gabriel, not to be confused with Matthew Ryan in the house as well. Says a big fat let's go. He says, look at yous, just like that, dude. Absolutely hilarious. Brian, the pizza, whatever, dude. I mean, it's tough too. We had some golf, honestly. That's the big problem here. Tour championship this weekend, dude. And honestly, I guess I'm kind of hyped. I mean, this is it. This is it for the year here. And this is like the East Lake Golf Club, Atlanta, Georgia. For my recollection, from the weather, should be a hot weekend in Georgia. I don't know if there was going to be some scattered T-storms as well. Right now, it's 81 degrees, just to put that into perspective for you, and it's 10 a.m. So once again, it's going to be hot, dude. I think, where was it? Was it for Wyndham, where it was like almost 100 degrees down south? Absolutely crazy. Weather's going to be a huge factor here. They're talking about, odds, the field here. A couple guys, top two golfers in the world here. Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, obviously, in terms of odds, are up there for your field here. Just looking for the world golf rankings here. Scotty, obviously, 1. Xander 2, Rory in at 3, Ludwig Gobert at 4, which is kind of crazy. Wyndham Clark makes the top 5 there, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. And I feel like Ludwig Gobert, someone who's not doesn't have a ton of wins from this year to show for it. I guess making it here in the top 5 of the world golf rankings. As I just kind of update this right here. But I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like he has had a good year. Like I said, I don't know. I really hasn't had a lot of victories to show for it. Nonetheless, pretty interesting storyline here coming in. And I feel like the aura or the feel around Scotty Scheffler is a little sour, to be honest, dude, based on his performance last weekend. And even though he won gold at the Olympics, his past few, PGA events, maybe not. I mean, I guess for the level of play he had to start the year off and to really follow through most of the year, it's not there because he was not winning. But it seems like Xander is kind of getting up there, and I feel like Xander specifically at East Lake has done well. I think he came in second last year. Hovland came in first, I believe. If
Hovland
serves, right? Hovland won.
Great tournament last year for Hovland,
which is pretty interesting, dude. Because I feel like, coming in here, he's not. The confidence I have in him, I don't think is very high.
I think recently, though, it's been a little better, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But just watching his short games kind of crumble, I don't know, man.
But you know what's kind of funny? I was just thinking about this with Scotty. So he wins the Memorial, struggles with the U.S. Open, tied 41st, and then wins the Travelers. Okay, 7th place, Tony, at the Open. 4th place at the FedEx St. Jude, and then just last week, tied for 33rd at the BMW.
Right.
And it's like, oh, he's struggling.
He's struggling. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Kind of crazy, right?
Just because his benchmark is too high.
So freaking high, dude. Yeah. And he's been in such a limelight, too, all year because of that. And again, Olympics gold. Like, they talk about, like, on a national stage, even more recognition.
Yeah.
And then now it's like you said, like, he's not he's not like he's missing cuts, but people are like, oh man, like his momentum. Like I don't. He has momentum going into this weekend. Like I feel like people will talk about Scotty.
Lead going into this weekend. I mean, am I really going to be surprised if he wins? Like I almost want to say because of what you're saying, like even though Xander's form maybe looks slightly better just based on he had a strong finish again last week.
Right, exactly.
But I would really not be surprised if Scotty just wins because it's kind of like one of those things like another thing to add to his collection.
Literally.
He's won the gold. He's won the Masters. He's won the Players. You know what I mean? So to win the Tour Championship, I think would be another big accomplishment.
And I know Hovland last year was only at like 3 under or 4 under or something, right? Like he wasn't like he came back, right?
No, I think you're thinking of Rory because I just
maybe Rory was the one who came back
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
was 14 or was 4 under par.
That was when he won.
Yeah. I just have this page. Oh yeah, I do have this page up. Let me just take a look.
So I guess Rory.
Okay, so what it was. So last year Hovland was 8 under, so I think that's second place he started.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he ended up finishing 27. So I mean, you look at that at 19 under par, very good 4 days there.
Yeah, great.
But Rory was 4 under in 2022 and ended up winning it. So 17 under, his third in 2022. But then the previous 2 winners, Cantlay and Johnson, started with the lead. But then Rory once again came back 5 under par. He started to win at 18 under in 2019. And I'm just kind of curious for the first one. Right. There was no staggered start, but he won in the playoff. Definitely wish they would just do away with that.
The staggered start.
This is the 6th year of the staggered start. Yeah.
Interesting. Why do they do that?
It started because in 2018, no, because it's to me, it's stupid. Like there's a season long race, there's a points race. Why do we need to complicate it more than that? No, there's a season long race, and then there's a tournament. So every tournament is always played the same. So why does this need to be different? And it's like they didn't like that in 2018, Tiger Woods won his 3rd Tour Championship, but finished 2nd in the FedEx Cup. It's like, well, it's 2 different things. It's like, why does the FedEx Cup have to be the tournament?
Yeah, that is so. It's very odd to me.
Yeah,
but then like if not, because that point system determines their ranking here. Like that's how they have it set up.
Yes,
and you don't want that to be. Like you don't want it to affect the staggered start thing.
No, I don't think there should be a staggered start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So then that point system goes towards.
It would just it would continue it, but the thing they didn't like is like, okay, Scotty this week, it wouldn't even be possible for anyone to catch him.
Right.
But it's like, so you're going to penalize somebody just because they've had a really strong season? I mean, I think that's
dumb,
that
is true. Yeah, that is dumb. It's interesting. I mean, definitely. I mean, I guess it's different. I don't know if they're doing that just for the sake of something being different. But I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I guess. Like you're saying, it seems like Rory can come back. I guess if they're trying to make these dramatic comebacks, I guess they're doing that because it seems like not every year the person who starts necessarily is the outright victor,
Did you see what the winner gets here?
No. Like how much money?
Like it's insane because they group it with the the points thing and this tournament all together. But just take a guess.
Is it like north of 50 million?
No,
like
it's
not
25
that crazy.
million.
Okay,
But it just seems like I know
that does seem a lot, dude. Yeah.
25 million. I mean,
but I mean, I feel like there's a tournament with a 20.
No, but that's the whole purse.
Maybe.
This is $100 million purse. Normally,
Jesus.
purses are 20 to 25
so
million.
It's by far the biggest.
Yeah.
Wow.
3rd place, 7.5 million, more than you get to win at Augusta National.
That's crazy. How do you feel about that?
They just the bonus, the live. I mean, it's all part of it,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of money.
These people are really going to be striving for this. So, like that's how much money Hovland won last year.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So but I think they did that because it's like, I mean, I know you still get more guaranteed, but it's like they're just really trying to take away the need to go to live.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's good.
You seem tight.
That's just kind of crazy, dude.
By the way, this year, Eastlake, 20th Tour Championship at Eastlake.
Really? So they do have it like every year?
Every year. They had other sites before
for the past 20 years?
I would like to see this go to rotation and then, have this swap with like a tournament that they normally do. I know they probably won't, but wouldn't that be fun if it's just every year it was rotating? Because the BMW is rotating. Why is this not rotating?
Right, right. Especially with the way how different and the staggered start. It's not exactly like a traditional golf tournament, so why not rotate it? I guess, right?
Yeah.
What's the deal with East Lake? Great course, like it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like crazy, but I just think like, imagine if it was at Pebble Beach this week.
Yeah, true.
Augusta even would be crazy with the tradition. They don't want to mess with that. But like Bethpage Black too,
right.
something like that.
Has there ever been do they have like maybe multiple tournaments at one location and within a year?
Next year you'll see that at Quail Hollow.
Really?
Wells Fargo Championship sponsor change next year, but then they have the PGA there as well.
And that's just by happenstance sort of deal? Like it's just
in the Pebble Beach does that as well with the Pro-Am, and then when the US Open's there.
Okay.
And then also the Torrey Pines, for the US Open, then they still have the Farmers Insurance as well. So gives the guys an opportunity to play the course.
Feel it out.
I mean, obviously it's set up different.
Right, right. But still.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fairchild Wheeler maybe one year.
What's that? Fairchild Wheeler. Oh my God.
Oh, dude, the course was in poor shape on Sunday. I gotta say, definitely.
I think you didn't allude.
No, I did not allude to that, but I was just even thinking about it now. Like
from the rain, or just
I think also like end of the year sort of deal too. A lot of divots. Like
yeah, that's why I always
on the green, dude.
Yeah,
like
that's why I always got tired. And listen, Gaynor Brennan is not Augusta National, but I do feel like it is in better shape than.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Yeah.
But Fairchild, I mean, it cost me like $20 to golf there. So
you walk?
No, car.
Oh, car 9. So would it be $50 for 18 or
no? Yeah, I think so.
Student discount?
Yeah.
Okay, so
faculty discount, whatever.
Faculty.
Yeah, student
discount.
faculty.
But nothing at Great River.
That's a great question. I don't think so.
But for some reason, I feel
maybe you could be wrong, but it's still also mad expensive to golf there in general.
Oh yeah.
But I know the people that work there golf for free, because I know my roommate is a waiter at their like country club or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, because I looked this up the other night. It's like they used to be public. Now they're semi-private, and it's like it's quote unquote a member for the day. And they do this thing. Oh, you could get lunch at Monty's, and you have access to a locker, and they really just like completely fluffed it. And it's like $280. And it used to be like you could go for like $130.
What the hell, really?
Yeah,
and that's
so
what
stupid.
it is now.
It's like they're gonna go bankrupt doing that. Like no one's gonna. I'm sure people are playing there, but you get what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. Honestly, I'm tight.
I hear it's a beautiful course though.
It is very challenging though. I mean, I've only
really
played
fucking
it
hard
4 times maybe. But I don't think I broke 100 any of the times.
Really? Holy shit, dude!
It's a tough one. Now, being that this is the last event of the regular season, any juice for you here, Tony? I know you were questioning it last week.
No, yeah, I think maybe just a low point last week. Ended up being, like
an exciting tournament.
Exactly, dude. I mean, Matsuyama, dude, like, had
dropping out.
But regardless, I think it was. I think a newfound glory, newfound interest. And again, this tournament, a little differently. The purse is really high, a lot of money on the line. There's definitely some juice there. It makes me want to bet on it, to be honest, dude.
But also, does it, make you earn for that first tee shot at Augusta National or no?
I mean, it's not really I'm trying to thinking about it right now, dude. Oh my God, the patrons, the chicken salad sandwich.
But have you taken a look at the course, Eastlake?
No, actually, I've not. Can I pull up a flyover?
Yeah, you should pull up a flyover. A lot of, as you can imagine, East Lake. So a lot of water on the course. I'm looking at this photo on Golf Digest here. You get the city skyline in the background. And Donald Ross redesigned it in 1915. So it was a complete before. And then actually in 2016, they reversed the 9s, front to back. And then
the hell does that do?
And then, because they had a par 3 at 18, so they switched that to 9, which I think makes sense. That par 3 to end is kind of tough.
This is a beautiful looking area here.
By the way, this beautiful looking course will be on TV, Golf Channel, Thursday to Friday, 1 to 6, Saturday 1 to 2:30, with NBC taking over from 2:30 to 7. Sunday, 12 to 1:30 on golf, 1:30 to 6 on Sunday.
Damn.
And why did that just oh, this ad just came up.
I hate when that happens, dude. Definitely a lot of water hazards here.
Yeah, I think we would need to pack a couple extra balls. Huh?
And I feel like it will maybe a little narrow fairway too, dude.
Yeah.
Bunkers to the left, thick rough to the right. Oh my god, yeah. Then the bunkers approaching the green. I mean, that shot from the fairway is gonna have to be freaking pinpoint, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how the greens are? They like sloped hard, or
yeah. I mean, really, sure, there are some flatter greens, but
right.
every
For the most part, they're
every
going to be like
green on the PGA Tour is gonna be pretty sloped.
Oh my goodness, dude.
PGA Tour live coverage, by the way, too. 11:15 to 6 Thursday, Friday, 12 to 7 Saturday, 11 to 6 Sunday. So plenty of coverage here. And I think it'll be an exciting tournament. And you really get, Tony, the elite golfers in this one with only 30 in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that kind of setting? Because we don't have that too often. Usually the tournaments, the low point would be, 70, 80 golfers,
right,
like the Masters. Do you like it being so limited?
Yeah, I guess so. Again, I don't like dislike it when there's more golfers. That's for sure. I mean, I don't think it really affects like the coverage or my ability to watch it at all. But I guess it is cool to have like a concise group already. It's the best golfers, and again, like more elite, higher purse. It brings a bit more of a gravity to the situation. No,
yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to Josh B here?
No, have not gotten the Josh.
Matthew Ryan, give it up already. And then Matthew Gabriel says, come on. Have a career, Matthew Ryan. Josh, what up, boy, J-man? And then he says, that Josh be the prez. Once the season starts, I will give up. I just want that stats completely gone. You think as he was typing that, Tony, he did one of those like evil laughs? Like definitely. He's cracking up to himself.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
he's loving himself right now.
Yeah, no, I could definitely picture it. So, gentleman Jack. Yeah. So kind of a tough one to cap as Josh getting riled.
Matty G.
But what are you kind of thinking here, Tony? I mean, I know there's a lot of different ways to go. You have to keep the staggered start in mind as well. Scotty at 10 under, Xander at 8, Matsuyama at 7, Keegan at 6, Ludwig at 5, Rory, who's won at 4 under before, will start there, as well as Colin, Wyndham, Sam Burns, Patrick Cantlay, all at 4 under, Thigala, Lowry, Scott, Finau, all at 3 under. So just to give you an idea, Hovland starting all the way back at 2 under.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's so tough to try and pick a winner here. And in the back of my head, I want to say Xander, especially because of how he's performed here in the past. I actually haven't seen has Scotty's never won this?
No, that's why I was saying it adds to
his collection this year. Oh, god damn, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Xander. Why not, dude? I think that unfortunately Sky does not nail this one. In his trophy case this year, I think Xander wins it. Again, like he's second right now, only 2 shots back of Scotty. I don't think that's really outrageous. Even though it is Scheffler ahead of him, to overcome that 2-shot drought there. And I guess, again, looking at these past scores, too, I mean, obviously, people were doing pretty well. Hovland crazy last year at 27 under. I'd say Hovland takes it at 24 under.
Okay.
So still pretty low score as well. Yeah, I just think that his shots off the fairway are going to be nice. I think he's going to be just calm, cool, and collected on the green. And I think it's going to be Scheffler who makes maybe a couple of mistakes that allow Xander to come up on top.
I was so confused because you said Victor, but then you said Xander.
Wait, what?
It sounded like didn't you say Hovland at 24 under?
No, I was talking about Hovland at 27 under, pretty low score the year before, around 21.
Oh, okay. No. It would just seem like a curveball to me.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, I'm not going to go Hovland to win. I was going to take him as my sweeper, to be honest, but I don't know, man. I don't think starting as far back as he is now, I don't think he's going to overcome that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that would be
That
the
would be
record.
crazy,
It
dude.
literally would be the record. Rory has it right now.
And it's tough, dude, for sleepers. Again, like at this point, it's just so.
Don't let Keegan get hot.
I mean, I guess so. But like again, like I mean, it's so tough to pick a sleeper. I feel like too, because technically, like he's not like Bradley isn't a bad golfer. He's not even like that low on the odds, which is the fact that he's so far back already.
That's what it is.
It's like so weird to pick a sleeper because it's almost like not a sleeper. Like is Rory a sleeper technically?
I mean, he's 6 shots back,
so it kind of is a sleeper, right?
I mean, but it's just where do you toe the line? I mean, 5 shots back. Anybody after 5? You know,
after 5.
Yeah.
All right.
So Rory.
Yeah, I guess Rory would be my sleeper.
All right.
He's done it in the past.
I am gonna go with Mr. Scheffler to continue,
of course,
his dream season here. I think the 2 shots will really do well for him. And in terms of sleeper, I mean, I already said it. Wait, but what the? I feel like that's so weird how they listed that. So actually, why did they do that? You see how they? Oh, because it's just by the odds. Because Keegan is below. Go down more though. I'm gonna go lower.
Totals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, strong performance last week. Fighting to stay relevant in his 40s. Adam Scott, Tony. So he's going to start 3 under, 7 shots back.
Jeez, dude.
But, who knows? I mean, we've seen Adam Scott go low before. Maybe he opens with a 65 here at Eastlake and gets himself in the conversation. I mean, you look at the recent performances, 2nd at the BMW, top 20 at the St. Jude, top 10 at the Open, 2nd at the Scottish. After a kind of a mediocre stretch where he was outside the top 20 all the way back to the Charles Schwab, where he tied for 12th back on the 26th.
Which is kind of crazy, dude. Yeah. And again, I mean, he hasn't had a victory yet this year. Could be his first one.
Yeah. So
that's a pretty solid sleeper.
Definitely some juice as we head into Eastlake, Tony.
Yeah, definitely some juice for sure, dude. Part of me also think that Sky is just going to win and it's going to be a wash.
You're going to be tight.
It's going to be like, all right, this really wasn't that competitive, but happy for Scotty, I guess.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Do you think it could be like if Scotty wins it? Did you give it a score?
I would say, I mean, he's at 10. I mean, I think he'll be probably around Hovland's mark from a couple years
27?
ago. 27. Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be close, though? Like Xander's 2nd at 25 sort of deal? Or
maybe 1 shot. Might be 1 shot. Could come down to the 18th, but luckily they don't have to play a par 3, Tony.
Yes, because they switched to 9s.
Yeah. So there we go. And let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Skip. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So unfortunately, a little Tony kerfuffle on the diamond for the Yankees in the nation's capital last night. Somehow losing to Patrick Corbin in the Washington Nationals here, a 4-2 ball game in a game where they were getting shut out till later on, and just was one of those times where they just could not get the big hit. 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And listen, Garrett Cole didn't have his best stuff.
There's nothing. 2
solo shots allowed, 3 runs over 5, but did strike out 7 here. And, I mean, you gave up 4 runs. Your offense could have won you the game. It didn't. And it just seems like for whatever reason, too, the left-handed starter continues to give the Yankees trouble. Under 500 on the season, going up against left-handed pitching.
Is that a fact, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you want to figure that out. And like I said, I mean, I think it just says it all right there. The 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. I mean, you had 8 hits. That's not bad, but you couldn't get a big hit. You had 2 extra base hits, 2 doubles. That's it. No homers. And that's why, you end up, losing this game. And you go back to the start here. All Nationals through the 7th inning, Tony, a Joey Gallo. So of course, to add a little salt to the wounds there, a ground out to second, but that scored Tenya to make it 1-0 Nats. And then former Yankee farmhand Chaparro, who just missed a home run on Monday, with that Judge catch. Does get one to go here to make it 2-0 back-to-back with Tenya. It's probably Tenna, but I'm just saying Tenya. Anyway,
Tenya.
so that made it 3-0. And then Dylan Cruz, making his major league debut this series, scored on an error. So the Yankees, after flashing the letter the game before, I believe it was 4 errors in this one.
Damn.
So as we would say, not good. A LeMahieu error, a Torres error, who hadn't made one in a while. Of course, Trevino with the throw, and then Jazz with the throw. So all of a sudden, Jazz was looking very comfortable at third. Has made a couple errors here. And then, you know what's tough? We talk about the runners in scoring position. Bases loaded, Tony, in the 8th and 9th inning. In the 8th inning, you had nobody out, bases loaded, but Judge, double play. I mean, hard to harp on him. He's been so great this season, but you needed more there.
Yeah.
Really ends up being the difference in the game. I mean, Glaber came on with the bases loaded in the 9th, sends one to the track, but Soto waiting on deck. Would have been nice to get him up there. But you don't. And of course a loss, never feels good. But I think it's one of those things where, I said going into this series, you want to take 2 out of 3, and you have this opportunity tonight. And I think you got to just take it, and you have to make sure you do everything you can, in these situations where you have runners in scoring position. You got to get them in. And I fully expect them to do that tonight. It is just crazy in hindsight thinking about it. And I was mistaken, though. Actually, it was 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs when Glaber came up in the 9th. But if he walked, it would have been base loaded Soto. But there for Glaber, too. I mean, there's 2 outs. You're down 2. A single might tie the game. You know what I mean? And it seemed like with a long fly out, I mean, obviously he was thinking more than a single there.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, and like you said, especially with Soto behind you. I mean, like, what are you thinking? You know?
And then to have Judge with the bases loaded, no outs, the inning before, just
what did Judge struck out at that time?
No, double play. One of those things where he hits the grounder so hard. If it's at a guy, easy double play.
That's tough, dude.
So, kind of nuts.
Yes, it is definitely a lack of offense last night. You said it. Corbin isn't a great pitcher, but again, I guess the lefty thing is kind of an enigma there for the Yankees. I guess this year under 500, which is pretty crazy considering their record.
Right, 23 over.
So that's kind of outrageous. And then on top of that, Garrett Cole. What did he? 5 1/3?
5 innings.
5 innings, over 100 pitches.
91 pitches.
Oh, really? 91?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Close to 100 pitches. What do you have? 1 walk?
Yeah, I mean the walks were down, but I think 7 hits or something.
What do we? Yeah, like what's the deal there? I mean, I got his game logs up here. ERA isn't horrible by any means, I suppose. A 3.86.
Yeah, I mean he was coming off 12 scoreless. And 1 run to start before, 2 runs to start before that. So really, I mean it's been pretty good. I mean just a couple starts have bloated that ERA.
Yeah, but I mean again coming into the playoffs, coming to October, I mean, do you have a lot of confidence in him as your ace? Regardless,
yeah, I mean, that's radio chatter for anybody to say that they don't
really.
Have confidence. Yeah, he's had plenty of good starts this year. I mean, that's like what Dan Grossa was saying.
Plenty of good starts,
great starts. I mean, the last start was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, like by
8
now
strikeouts,
in the past, like he would have a full game shutout at this point.
He
had multiple games, 7 innings.
Season starts on June 19th.
No, I understand that, but you think we're gonna see like a
I think
dominant?
We're gonna see whatever
12 Ks, 7 innings out of him in the postseason.
Maybe 15, honestly.
Really,
I mean, you really there's nothing that you could rule out with Garrett Cole. He's that good.
Okay.
So
I mean, I know you want to think that, but
it's not that I want to. I've seen it, Tony. You know what I mean? It's like someone has it. It's just like the Yankees losing. Does that mean like season's over? Lost a game to the Nationals. We can't.
No, I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
What I mean? So it's like you gotta have perspective. That's the thing, and it's just nice. Your record is what it is. So it's 1 loss. Like I said, it's right off the back. If you take care of business tonight against Mackenzie Gore. With Rodon on the mound. I mean, obviously today the heat wave here in the Northeast. We're talking over 90 degrees today. So I could see Rodon probably drenched Tony early, beating his chest.
Definitely.
But I think he's going to step up big. And I did see a couple comments in here. I'm just kind of curious what those are
I
about.
know what you're about, dude. Oh, wow. Matthew Ryan actually out here trying to hold Garrett Cole accountable, says he needs to be better, dude.
It
I mean,
wasn't
doesn't
like,
he though?
But you know this. It's like regardless of okay, it's the Nationals. We're projecting. We're making up our own statistics. Yes, should he have 6 innings of 1 run? Probably. But also, if a pitcher goes out and gives you 5 innings, 3 earned runs, and you're facing a team, and especially a pitcher like Patrick Corbin, whose ERA is over 5, I mean, you can easily score 4 runs, 5 runs, 6 runs, and win. And you didn't, and that's why you didn't win.
Right.
It's not because Cole gave up 3 runs.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just projecting him down the line of the playoffs here, like
full confidence.
Full confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking.
No, it's fine. I'm not even tight. I mean, it just seems almost like a silly question. It's almost like Lonnie questioning the shots at Dan Grasso. I mean, it's like that's what we do here, Lonnie. You know that. And listen, I mean, it's not like he didn't ask for it either. That's the other thing, Lonnie. I mean, we've talked about this, but Grasso, the voices, the both sides of his mouth, he just making up things. I mean, it's all part of it. I mean, if he came at us with straight facts and wasn't just biased, I mean, I think it would be a little different.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then Matthew Gabriel with a patent. Dan Grasso sucks ass. Yanni. And then he says, Matthew Ryan says the Mets will not make.
Yeah, and he says they won last night. Holy shit, surprising me, which is ridiculous. Shitty Mets. I mean, again, talk all the shit you want, dude. Yeah. There's a big win last night. We'll get into it in a second. But go ahead. What else you got for the Yankees?
I mean, well, also though, Lonnie says the personal attacks. It's like I said. I mean, Grasso is inviting us to his airwaves. We're not making him say the stuff that he says. So
no, of course not, dude.
It's not our fault.
I mean, you've tried to have a conversation with him as well.
Yeah, and he just won't.
It's tough.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has tunnel vision.
Yes,
that's the problem.
And again, like everyone else we talk about on the show, they're more than welcome to call in.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can have a conversation here.
And
that's really it.
At Grasso. Yeah. He doesn't answer. He's above that.
People don't want to show up. It's whatever, dude.
Matthew Gabriel Grasso is the chief of chiefs. But listen, Gore is a lefty tonight as well. What about LeMahieu? Mets got lucky.
Stop it, Matthew.
Barnes has gone right at Dan. It's hilarious. I mean,
yeah.
Did he not ask for it, Tony?
I think he does ask for it. Certainly, dude.
Listen, I mean, if he could have a different approach and things would be a lot different. But back to Gore here. He hasn't pitched well. He walks a lot of guys. So I think all it is, Tony, is the Yankees being patient. And I would not be surprised if it's a complete carbon copy of what they did, whether it's Sunday, whether it's Monday, where the offense is flowing, you're getting big hits, and you're winning this game. And I don't see it really going, any other way. And then I think it's just you got an off day, 3 games with St. Louis, and then you're back out on the road. And this is a stretch run. Let's go. And I think you just move on from it. I mean, I don't know what else there really is to take away from it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you have a loss like that, that's the only thing you can do is just figure it out and move on from it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to clean up those errors in the field. You got to figure out how to hit the ball. Gore, not a lefty.
He's not.
Is he?
I thought he was, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I could be wrong too, but I'm pretty sure. I thought he wasn't a lefty. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's go. McKenzie, not to be confused with Michael Gore. He is a lefty.
So Tony trying to do like that subtle call out, and then it's it really was the
it was a little bit of and now it's like a so they're under 500 against lefties, you said?
Yes.
How much under?
I think a couple games.
A couple games, so it's like a 1-1 situation typically. If they face back-to-back lefty starters.
And I mean, Gore has just been so poor. I mean, I had him on my fantasy team earlier in the year, and he just can't do it. I mean, it's unbelievable. I feel like, is this his game log here actually? Because I know recently it's just been atrocious. Because I've been thinking maybe I could pick him up. I'll use him as a keeper next year.
To start the year off, he wasn't terrible.
No, and I still think he might be a good pitcher, but it seems like this year. You're not going to get much out of him. I know last start was good.
Wow, against the Braves, 6 innings, 1
but it's the Braves.
No
they haven't
walks.
been hitting. But then before that, 5 runs, 3 runs. and then 2 walks, 6 walks, 2 walks, 1 walk.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
walks
it's kinda
last
tough,
time
dude.
out.
That Brave start was good. It could be a flash in the pan. They got Papa the Mets early.
Got to make him
July.
throw pitches though.
Gotta make him throw the pitches, dude.
So that's it. But 6:45, let's get it done, and then a nice little 3-game set with St. Louis before we hit the road again. And I know I always look at their schedule, but I'm forgetting. So it's St. Louis this weekend, and then it's Texas and Chicago for a 7-game homestand against the Royals and the Red Sox.
Wow.
So yeah, you just want to take care of business here, and I fully anticipate them doing so. Tony.
Oh, this is an Amazon Prime game
Today. Yeah,
Yeah. It's annoying.
I don't know. I just feel like we're so far into the prime.
I
where
know.
It's like
People are used to it now, dude.
right, and I
Yeah.
just feel like for people still to complain, like it's almost embarrassing to still be complaining.
I'll still complain if I want to complain, dude.
You're not complaining because you don't want to watch.
I'm not gonna watch this game anyway. Now I'm definitely not. I can't flip through the
You don't-
channels.
You
Okay.
don't flip through Yankee.
I
games.
do flip through, dude.
Yeah,
Don't.
but-
How dare you?
What would you say the percentage of you seeing a Yankee game that it's not like you're out or you're somewhere where I am? Like, what would be the percentage of you actually flipping to it, like on your own TV?
On my own TV?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like 20% of that, of me seeing that.
All right. Almost seems a little high, but we'll take your word for it. I mean, I know you do have a soft spot here. It's New York, right?
Yeah, it is New York, and it's still like baseball. Like, come on, dude. Like,
We talked about the job, the internship yesterday.
oh my god, dude, so funny. Yeah, I'd honestly rather watch the Yankees than watch, like, I don't know, like the Twins play whoever.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna care about that much.
But because like you haven't done fantasy before this year, do you feel like now too, like it's like you just would like that's your secondary thing, like watching games if you have like a starter going or you have a couple really good hitters?
Oh
in the
hell
game?
yeah, dude.
Makes it exciting.
It does make exciting. That's what happened when I did fantasy hockey as well, dude.
Yeah.
Because you just start watching games. You have a player here on this team, player on the other team. You're like, this is
Sometimes
sick,
I
dude.
like flipping to a game, like the closer's in. I'm just looking for that last save of the
yeah,
week.
yeah, exactly, dude. And I'm excited to experience that this NFL season.
No, I'm
as
telling
well,
you, it's a
dude.
whole. You're gonna be like,
I'm gonna be yelling at the TV
no, but
probably.
you are never. This is gonna be your most invested football
Yeah,
season of all time.
Cowboys defense drafted him.
Draft didn't even start yet.
Doesn't matter. Drafted him, dude.
But when you think
Um,
so or no, especially if the Jets end up being good.
Yeah. No, oh my god. Especially if the Jets end up being good, but definitely the fact that I'll have fantasy in. That'll
Yeah.
be like just in case the Jets are, down the toilet. I'll definitely still have some, game in here, man.
You think week 1 horseshoe line out the door or no? A lot of hype.
Yeah, probably, dude. Packed. Those
Yeah.
Bills fans back.
That was actually nuts.
Yeah.
Just what people, honestly. And then also wait, but was the Bills fan the shots time too? That we had the shots?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I don't think so. Was it?
No, but I feel like it is.
What were we
'cause-
doing shots for? I thought the
No, because
Chiefs.
that guy, it was Chiefs Bills.
Chiefs.
wasn't
It was Chiefs Bills. Okay, yeah, then it
Yeah,
was. Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy, I forgot what his name was.
Doesn't matter. Kept buying
Yeah.
shots.
Right, when he's like, "Oh, I really need
Yeah.
this from the Bills."
Yeah. Oh my god, so funny,
Do
dude.
you think that whole like thing of being like so devastated, like Chiefs winning big games, like will return this year if like obviously the circumstances repeat themselves to get far in the playoffs? Like, do you feel like you're because I mean we talked about it, but like the Super Bowl, the post sit on the couch. I mean,
Right.
do you think you're that like gonna be that into it in terms of like making sure that they don't win in your mind, or is it not like they won already? It's like whatever at this point. Because I mean that was pretty like you were really it was like you did it obviously, but it was like you had like 20 grand on the Niners.
Yeah. I mean, it just I really thought that the Niners were gonna win. I thought the Ravens were gonna.
The Ravens
The
now. I mean,
Ravens,
come on,
dude.
going into the year, you can't count on the Ravens to advance to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's just with Lamar. I mean, it's just how many
I
times
know, dude.
the same thing. It's always because of this, because of that. But at the end of the day, he doesn't get there
Yeah. But again, you can blame whoever you want. I still blame the coaching for that game.
for Harbaugh.
Oh yeah, dude, run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing, dude? I mean, one of the best run offenses in the game, and then you barely run that game. Like your biggest game of the year, you're barely running. Regardless, I don't know. I really would rather not see the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again.
But do you think he'll take it as personally, or you're conditioned now where if it it does happen, it's not gonna be that big.
I guess it depends on the circumstances. You know how they win,
Jets,
how they're winning
42-0
games. Dude.
AFC Championship game. That would happen though. Like everybody's so riled.
That would be crazy. 42-0. They get shut out. Then yeah, that would be tough, dude. But I mean, I'm still advocating for a non-Chiefs team to win. So that's for sure for the year.
So we got a couple more comments here.
Let's freaking go, dudes. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go back a little bit here. Matthew Ryan wants me to prove it that the Mets did not get lucky. You'll see that tonight. Going to a Yankee game on Friday, he says, watching a real team win. I think we had the schedule up for Friday.
Cardinals.
It's the Cards, and it's Eric Fetty, dude.
And
Against
they're gonna bring up
unannounced.
somebody from the minors because Warren cannot get another start here.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Mr. Ryan.
Mr. Ryan says Matthew Gabriel says
You
you
love
love Zach
Zach
Wilson.
Wilson.
What do you mean, dude? Josh, be hyped for the draft tomorrow, as are we. And Matthew Gabriel says, "Oh wow, the draft is tomorrow."
You're gonna be here.
Like,
bud.
come on, dude.
Come on.
Good thing you said something, he said. Matthew Ryan, Jets need to win week 1, dude. Absolutely. I hate wasting years on Zach Wilson. Well, it's over, dude. All right. I don't honestly, Matthew Ryan, stop talking about it, dude.
Gotta move on.
Lonnie, I heard Matthew Gabriel is the biggest Zach Wilson fan now that is not on the Jets fan, not on the Jets.
It seems like there's some Kool-Aid over there. Or
Yeah,
something.
maybe, dude. I mean, hey, dude, you still got to root for him, you know? It seems like you're rooting for him. Tell him some advice, give him some advice. Go to Canada, figure yourself out, come back.
I mean, I'm just giving my opinion. I wouldn't say I'm rooting for him because he had an opportunity. He blew it. He could have been the face of the Jets, Tony, for the next 10 years plus.
Dude, you said it yesterday with Darnold. It was a bad situation. No quarterback.
Darnold
And you
blew it
even said
too. No, I never said no quarterback. I never said that. I never said
you
no
said it was a
quarterback.
tough situation for any quarterback.
But I never said no quarterback would not be able to do it. So I mean that's that. So Mets.
Matty G, I'll see you on game day Friday. Lonnie says
No, he's
confusing Matty
talking
G
about-
with
no,
Matty.
no. He's talking about Friday Red Sox games we're going to in a couple weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like the 13th or something. It's the last Red Sox series.
well, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. But listen, Darnold's looking sharp this year.
Shut up.
Why? Jay still has a soft spot for Sammy?
Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah, of course, dude. He said it when he was here on Friday. Darnold's looking sharp.
But he doesn't have it for Zach though. He's good, right? No.
I don't know.
No way.
I don't think so.
No, because he fucked everybody at the end of the day.
He did.
Tony, you don't like second overall pick. It's on you, bud. You know what I mean?
First of all, I will stand by my statement that it's an indictment on the Jets organization as a whole, dude.
Yeah.
It really is. Come on. How could you say it's not?
Because Douglas wasn't under center taking snaps or fucking moms. Okay, so that's all part of it. So it's the whole package, right, Tony? But yeah. Anyway, I know you're riled.
I know you hate to
Arizona,
talk about
the
it, dude.
Mets,
Come on, dude.
Minaya again, pitching pretty well. It seems like no.
Minaya is like sneakily having one of the better years of his career, to be
Yeah.
honest. Which is kind of crazy. And also, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was an ESPN kerfuffle. But Eduardo Rodriguez was supposed to start yesterday.
He said, okay, so Lonnie says, no, I mean the Cards game, Barn. Stop thinking you know everything, sir. But the thing is, he said Matt G, who's not going to the game.
Right. So he confused
So-
Matt G with Matt R.
So
So he'll
stop
be
saying that you know everything or no?
I guess so. Yeah. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You'll be meeting up with Matthew R at the Yankee game, dude.
I mean, he kind of did set himself up for that, though. Honestly, because right or no?
Yeah, he really did, dude.
It's
And
like from Grassa. He must have got that from
literally from Grassa. He also doesn't need a Jets jersey. Are they doing giveaway
Judge
Friday?
Jersey. I think
Judge
is
Jersey,
Friday.
excuse me.
Judge Jersey is Friday. yes.
Like, are we talking about like a giveaway baseball jersey? The kind of they do like the basketball jersey sometimes.
just football. Yeah,
Oh, it's a football one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sick, dude.
Yeah.
I believe Mets are doing a hockey jersey giveaway soon.
Yeah.
September 7th, maybe. Which is so fire. I don't know if you've ever gone to one of those games with one of those giveaways, but they look
No.
sick, dude. Because I know they did a Soto basketball jersey early in
yeah.
the year, which again I feel like you'd be all over that, dude.
I feel like I would get it, but at the same time, I think we're getting a little like carried away with that. It's not just the Yankees; it's everybody. Like
No,
you
yeah,
just said,
yeah.
Matt's hockey.
Right.
I just like.
But
it's
you think
baseball.
that's kind of sick though, or no?
I feel like though it's baseball though. Can we just play baseball and give away like a baseball jersey? Or
Yeah, I know it does seem like they're not gonna give away an authentic jersey.
they could, but it doesn't need to be like, you know what I mean? It could be the quality that these are. Like, why can't we do something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess.
but you know why they don't
They
want to
sell them in the stadium.
We don't wanna, but then it's not authentic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tony, Rodriguez doesn't start. Who draws the start?
Brendan Fott, actually,
Okay.
dude. And
Did you start?
No, fucked me up because I don't have my bench because it was supposed to be fucking started. Okay, so
Ah.
really fucked me up, and I'm really tight about it, to be honest. And I'm getting hammered in fantasy. I don't want to fucking talk about it right now, dude. I really don't. I want to talk about this Mets win because it was pretty solid. As we said, Mania, great job. Brendan Fott, who tapering, I feel like, down the stretch of the season,
Tapered last year as well.
and was fucking nowhere to be found in the postseason.
Right.
But yesterday, 4 2/3, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks, 1 solo home run. And we'll get to how the scoring started early and often here for the Mets. Started. Pete Alonso gets it started here for the Mets. Absolutely have to see it. Top of the second, a solo shot. That was his 28th home run of the year.
I mean, Mendoza said, right? Don't let him get hot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's heating up a little bit. 220th home run career-wise. Tied third all-time for Mets, Mike Piazza. Think about that.
It's a big one.
It is a big one, dude.
It is.
You really are tight about the loss last night, huh?
No.
No.
No, I just think
Oh.
Alonso, is he's had a tough run the last couple of years. Like I know whatever the totals are good, but I don't know. It's just for the ability that he has, I think it should be better. But then again, I guess he get it hot. Was he getting 36, 37 home runs? Gets the average up, but it just seems like he could be doing more. What are the strikeout ratio this year?
Let's see here. 24 strikeouts, 134 strikeouts.
Strikeouts probably slightly up.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Last year, 151 here.
And I mean, the totals are going to be far short of that.
Yeah.
But slugging under 5.
So not great, dude.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about that strikeout has been, I guess, even though his rookie year did a lot, but ever since then, it's been kind of steadily going up a little bit here, which is not great.
No.
And I think that's, again, we've seen him struggle with the blown away sliders, with the high and tight fastballs. He chases after those high fastballs a lot too. I think those things he can work on. Certainly, again, interesting to see what he wants his contract to be looking like. But again, if he finishes the year with numbers around here, like even if it's like, maybe he doesn't heat up, if it's like 30 home runs, average remains the same, you're not going to get him a huge contract. You can't, dude. So,
yeah. And we talked about that a while ago. So you think he's as good as gone?
I mean, I guess it depends on what he's willing to like come to terms with. Yeah, dude. Because, I mean, he's not going to get a Judge contract. It's just out of the question.
But I would think he wants, like $300 million.
Yeah,
least.
probably. And like, I'll be a Met for the rest of my career, sort of like deal.
And then, but it's interesting, like I guess it's just far ahead to think, but like who's gonna end up giving him the money? Yeah. Padres.
Yeah, true. Like, what options does he have?
Yeah,
I guess we'll see. Regardless, though, it's nice that he's heating up
Giants.
now, dude.
That would kill his power.
Oh my god, dude.
But I can see them doing that though. They're desperate.
Honestly, I could definitely see them taking a hit on him as well.
They're hitting on him.
Speaking of hitting, dude, Jeff McNeil grounds out fielder's choice. Absolutely electric on the baseline there. I don't know how he beat this out. Should have been double play. Wasn't, though. And then because of that, Martinez scores right there. So you'll have to see that from McNeil. Little pep in his step. That makes it 2-0, just like that, against the D-backs. Mania comes up. It was 4 up, 4 down there. Does give a single to Josh Bell, lead off, but settles in. The sinker, the fastball, the location, the changeup early on too was pretty diabolical, striking out Corbin Carroll there, who was rookie of the year last year, right?
Yeah, and he's sitting 211 after I took him over Aaron Judge in our fantasy leagues.
Oh no, dude!
Heating up recently, but too little, too late.
But we're gonna fast forward here to the top of the 5th, where the freaking Diamondbacks just absolutely just collapsed here. And then, by the way, in the meantime, Lindor hit his 300th career double. So congrats to him for that.
All these accolades for the Mets, huh?
Kind of crazy,
lot of
dude.
round numbers, milestones.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty crazy, too. I keep thinking about how they're the top 5 team home runs in the league.
Yeah.
Here. So that's kind of crazy, dude.
Kind of is.
Food for thought, though. So leadoff double here by McNeil. Again, flashing the bat here, heating up a little bit. Alvarez, RBI single, and McNeil scores. Kind of crazy bloop, like looping single into right. And McNeil, again, the quick feet from second to home plate. I don't know where the speed's coming from, but he's definitely showcasing it around the bags last night. So it's 3-0 just like that. After that, Lindor single, so back-to-back singles given up. And then Vito's another single. That scores Alvarez, brings Lindor to second. Nimmo, another single. Fott, which is getting absolutely lit up here. And I believe these singles, too. Which single was it? I believe, it was the Vientos RBI single. Hit right to the shortstop, Perdomo. Bobbles it. Can't make a throw. Can't make a play. D-backs give up a score because of that. Nimmo, another single. Alonso strikes out swinging, but Winker, sac fly to left that scores Lindor. And then JD Martinez, another one. That was, I believe, actually, no, I don't think that was to Perdomo, but another infield single from them. So infield not able to turn outs here. They pull Fott. They bring in Monty, who recently went to the bullpen.
Enough said.
Dude, bases are loaded. Hits Taylor. Brings in a run. Walks McNeil. Brings in another run. Martinez, a chopper here by Alvarez to Perdomo. Perdomo can't field it. Error by him. Martinez scores. Eventually, Monty does get Lindor to strike out swinging, but 2 major errors by Perdomo at shortstop. Monty unable to have any control out of the bullpen. Fott just getting lit up here. This top of the 5th was just terrible for the Diamondbacks. Very surprised about that. And again, Perdomo's been solid this year, at least defensively at short. I don't know what was going on there, but that was 8 runs there for the Mets, and you saw it. I mean, that's your final score for them. So not much scoring going on afterwards. A couple home runs given up by Minaya in the 7th here. This is where, again, start to taper, change up, losing a few ticks in the velocity. Over the middle, wasn't fooling Gurriel. Solo shot right there. Does kind of get through a couple batters here, gets 2 more outs. But Corbin Carroll takes a sinker over the middle. Again, velocity went down a little bit. The location wasn't there. I think he was just getting tired. Throwing over 100 pitches, I think 102 pitches, I think. Regardless, he gets pulled over there for Reed Gatt, gets him out of the inning. Manaya's final line, 6 2/3 innings pitched. He had 11 Ks last night, the 2 solo shots, only 3 earned runs, though, off of 4 hits, 103 pitches there. Again, like I said, sneakily having one of his better years in his career. And right now, heating up. So pitching really well against a tough Diamondbacks lineup, too. I know, their defense wasn't really doing well, but again, we've seen the Diamondbacks score a lot in games past, especially this year. And then you had Reed Garrett, again, close out that inning. Matone came in. Young came in, get the last out of the 8th. Ottavino came in the 9th. Got a strikeout, ground out, and a fly out to close out the game. And just like that, dude, 8-3. A pretty dominant victory here to start off the series for the Mets. It's exactly what you want. And again, speaking about Rodriguez's lack of, innings pitched this year, he's going to be pitching against you now tonight against Sevy. So you kind of like your chances a little bit here, I think, for game 2.
And no concern about Sevy. Last couple starts.
Always a little concern, but again, I think he's proven that he can pitch well in bigger spots. And it seems like that the lineup for the Diamondbacks was struggling last night. Striking out 11 times from Minaya. That's
watch out for Corbin Carroll.
No, I guess so. People are due for sure.
Josh Bell.
Josh Bell's a fucking loser, dude. Come on.
No, they got hurt by Christian Walker getting hurt, but they still have Marte, as well. But yeah, I don't think their lineup is that great.
No, yeah, and Marte, I think, homered a couple times off the Mets early on. I think maybe up for a Quintana start though. So I think Sevy again, especially for what Manaya's throwing out at them. Sevy certainly has higher velocity. He's going to be definitely jacked up, throwing more fastballs. So it should be interesting to see how they adjust to that, because they definitely look like they were fooled by what Minaya was throwing. And we know Sevy can mix up some pitches as well to So, I think I'm pretty riled for Sevy's start tonight, dude.
Sevy win, a series win. So,
just like that, dude. So
right
yeah,
there.
and then you win two. You got 2 games here. If you do win tonight, you're playing with house money for the third one. And then the White Sox. So like, let's freaking go, dude. You got to be hyped up. I know Matthew Ryan is tight. You're tight. It's all right, dude.
Yeah, a couple of shots. We're Lonnie over here, huh?
Yeah, I guess so, dude. Let's try to contact Matthew Ryan. What gate you going to? Whatever, dude. Do that in your own time, not in the comments here, right, dude? Chairman says, "What's a lubing single?" I think I said looping. It could have been lubing, I guess.
No, it probably was. Just because there was a couple. I think I mentioned something else. I mean, I do it too. It's
the saliva today, dude. A little bit extra, I guess.
My saliva count today.
Lonnie also Barnes. We go to Yankees versus Red Sox. We'd be making Matty G a lap child to save some space for others. You only get this if you've been listening to the show, as in Rick and Dave, I suppose. Do you get it?
No, but I mean, I guess I would just think, me taking up a spot, the bleachers, like the definitions of the seats, the this, that. But listen, Tony, I went to a lot of standing room games this year, and I think it'll be nice just to have a seat, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Standing room's dope, but bleachers also sick.
Yeah, because it's just annoying. Like you go to like a game that, like, I mean, of course, every game at this point with the Yankees this time of year, everybody's going to, but especially when it's a rivalry game, it's just it's an automatic sellout. And you're jockeying for position there. You can't get up to like get a drink or something. It's kind of a pain. So that's why it's just better to have a seat.
Yeah, no, it is tough. You can't move, dude. Like you got to figure it out there.
Yeah,
but
because you could move.
Yeah,
but I'm saying then you're gonna lose your spot. That's
right. So you can't
don't
move.
Yeah, exactly.
But we had a good system when we were there, the 3 of us.
Well, because that did work out good. But I just feel like recently, the last couple times I've been there, it's like if I did that, like it's like we would have lost our spot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But something about having 3, because 3 you can make sure
2 spots,
right.
A little spot in the middle for some extra room.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Dude, definitely.
But that being said, Tony, I think it is time for a full-on abbreviated baseball frenzy.
That is right, Brian. You said it here, the Hump Day Frenzy. I know that gets you riled, your favorite frenzy of the week here. You know the deal. We were talking about it in game 2 here. D-backs, Mets. It's Rodriguez. It's Severino. And I know, dude, I was talking about yesterday. It's going to be the same deal. Rodriguez out for most of the year. Lat injury. Great year last year with Detroit. Big contract with D-backs. Has had, I think, 4 or 3 starts under his belt. Solid starts, lasting 5 innings at least. Limiting the runs given up. But I think after an 8-run game here, I know we've seen it from Mets before, but they score 8 runs and they struggle to score 2 the next game. I think no. I think Vientos will remain hot. McNeil seems riled, honestly, getting the bags a few times. Lindor had a great night as well. I say that, tonight, Lindor, they absolutely hammer Rodriguez. Lindor gets his 301st career double. Maybe McNeil, stick to those, bloop singles, a 2-for-4 night, couple of ribbies, getting on base. Coming around the bags a few times as well, especially with Vientos, Alvarez, and the lineup backing up McNeil here. Haven't heard a ton from Bader, so I don't expect think tonight, to be honest. Maybe Alonso's 29th, and why not say his 30th home run? A 2 home run night for Alonso. That's going to be 3 home runs in 2 games against the D-backs. Rodriguez popped. Maybe he gets 4 innings, I think. Okay, I think he's due for one of those tough starts here. As he's had a limited amount of starts this year. Sevy, solid through 7 innings. Okay, 9 Ks from him, 3 earned runs. I think does struggle in the 7th, but gets through the inning. Mendoza likes him, dude. And I say Mets go on to win this over under 8.5. I say the Mets. I say they score 6, give up 3. So let's say Mets and the over for game 2 against Arizona. What do you have, Brian?
The Yankees and the over, and that will make the series over with the Yankees taking 2 out of 3. I think Rodon jacked up the higher temperatures. I think you'll see a nice crowd there getting underway at 6:45 exclusively on Prime Video. But I think Rodon is crazy. 14 wins. Why not make it 15? I think he's going to go 6 innings, strike out 9, give up 2 runs. But the Yankee offense early, often, Judge, Soto, Stanton, all leaving the building. We know Soto is going to leave his mark on his former ballpark home there in the nation's capital. And I think the Yankees end up scoring 7, giving up 4. So it's the Yankees and it's the over.
I like it there. Yankees in the over. My next game here, we're going to Pittsburgh, I believe. A noon 30 game here early on, so check your lineups here. Skeens on the mound, pitching against the Chicago Cubs. Kyle Hendricks on the bump for them. Hendricks sucks, dude. Skeens, a couple losses now in that column. 8-2 in the year, 2.16 ERA, which is, high compared to the rest of what it was most of the season. But regardless, I think, bounce back, probably 7 innings from him. 10 Ks, double-digit strikeouts there, not giving up a lot of earned runs. I say Pirates. I know the over-under is 8.5, which is kind of high for me. I know Hendricks does get popped. And I know Cubs, there's been a lot of scoring this series. I'm going to go against the over. I'm going to say it's the under here. Pirates shut out the Cubs. I say they win 5-0. Pirates
kind of
under.
interesting. I keep looking for the Pirates to win, but it seems like they keep losing. But it is Skeens. Kind of crazy. He was like minus 5,000 to win the NL Rookie of the Year. Now Jackson Merrill has leaped ahead of him in that regard, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, in terms of my second selection here, I'm going to go with the Dodgers. Game 2 here against the Orioles. Orioles won last night 3-2. This game, Corbin Burns, Walker Buehler. Buehler's numbers aren't great, but the Orioles, we've seen that they're not consistent. So after a strong effort last night, would not be surprised if it was a weaker one tonight. And I think the Dodgers will win this game 4-1. So it's the Dodgers and it's the under.
Great call there. Love it there. Orioles struggling. We know that. Last game, third game, best game. I know, so tough here with the slate. I mean, I guess I like Waka for the Royals.
Unbelievable. Michael Wacha, Cy Young sleeper.
Really, dude. 11-6 in the year, 3.32 ERA. Kansas City, the Dogs here, plus 130. Let's take the Dogs, honestly, dude. Why not? Sprinkle a few shekels, win some money. Over under 7.5. Tanner Bibby over there for the Guardians, 10-6. ERA of 3.46. Very similar, parallel to Waka's numbers even. So far, the Royals are leading this 4-game set 3-0. And I think they get the sweep, which I can't believe I'm saying that there because I really would probably go against it. But Bobby Witt, absolutely killing it recently as well. In his career against Bibby, he's 2 for 8. So has boasting some pretty solid numbers there. Macy also has a dinger against Bibby this year. So I think their lineup could do well against him. I say a little bit of a pitcher's duel. So give me the under. I think Royals, maybe late game, 8th inning, 7th inning, Bobby Witt Jr., maybe like an RBI double or 2 RBI double. Royals end up winning this game. I'll say 4-2. Royals in the under.
Rangers in the over. Jack Leiter, who got lit up like a Christmas tree earlier in the year, back in the majors. And what an opponent for him. The 31-win Chicago White Sox. It seems like it's the perfect opportunity for him to settle in, give them 6 strong, and kind of go from there. And I think that's what he does. And I think the Rangers shut out the White Sox here 6-0. So it's the Rangers and it's the under. And just like that, that is your baseball frenzy. How about that, Tony?
Great job, dude.
Letters do. I mean, 16.79 ERA. I mean, come on, I know he hasn't pitched since May, right? I mean,
yeah, no, he's due. He's due. You're right.
And with the way this season was going for Texas, being out of it for a while, like I don't know why he wasn't up sooner. I guess they were just concerned, like, oh, he's not ready, this and that. But kind of crazy,
Yeah, dude. I mean, they definitely need some help. But again, maybe the concern was warranted. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, those are tough numbers, but
yeah,
I fully expect he'll settle in and do a nice job tonight. So let's go.
Fantasy?
Last question. Wait, fantasy.
Pick up Jack Leiter?
No, I didn't pick him up. No. I was just gonna say, what's for lunch?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know, to be honest.
Chopped meat.
Yeah, right. No, don't have any chopped meat here. Not sure. It's TBD, dude.
TBD meaning you might end up at Guy Thomas.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
I feel if I were to go in somewhere for a sandwich, probably into Fairfield, Village Bagels, maybe. Bro, look, Gaetano's at the road, Stratford, the old stomping grounds. Maybe it could be worth a visit.
Oh, I haven't had the Italian combo in a while. Like the Italian combo, the hero, and then with the hot peppers on top.
Dude.
Be pretty good, no?
Oh my God, amazing.
With some balsamic as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you, but during Porch Fest, my buddy Chris had catered Gaetano's to his house for like, late lunch, whatever.
Yeah.
Eggplant.
Parm.
No, not eggplant parm. Just like eggplant.
Fried eggplant.
Fried eggplant, which is like lettuce, tomato, roasted red peppers, balsamic,
the
mozzarella,
eggplant
sandwich. Yeah, dude.
Oh, but like the big sandwiches?
Yeah. Obviously cut up, whatever, but it was amazing. The eggplant was so good, dude.
If there weren't
thinly sliced, honestly, perfectly fried.
If there weren't time constraints, I would just go get it right now. But I'm gonna hold off, have my boring protein bar, and look forward to watching the Yankees later.
We do dinner. Else?
Maybe because it's like there are some other healthy options, but I feel like Remo's gives you the most, so that's why I end up usually getting that. But it's like, oh yeah, you get a good salad, pretty good Cajun from Cole House, but it's 28 for a salad. What are we doing? Chopped, you're still gonna be hungry. Chipotle, sometimes that leaves a little to be desired as well for a meal. Tony, would you agree for dinner? Doesn't always do it or no?
For Chipotle?
Yeah.
I mean, I just had it last night.
Chips,
it was,
but no chips.
Oh, yeah, no chips is ridiculous. You can't do no chips.
Oh, I didn't know it was like you have to get chips if you get Chipotle.
Yeah, I got like a weird thing with anytime I have like a burrito or sandwich or something, I gotta have chips.
No, I like it. It's just more me just trying to like hold back.
Keep it back. Yeah, but you're already there.
Oh, I mean, it's you kidding?
So what do we say for Gaming Corner 6 o'clock tomorrow?
6 o'clock. Yep.
Okay.
Couple pies, some mott sticks, and a salad.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good slate. And obviously we'll get some snacks as well.
Oh, yeah, dude. Pepperoni.
Sausage, onion style TVD. Signed agreement.
Yeah, dude. That's so funny. The Mott's salad. A Caesar.
Oh my God, that's gonna be so good. Oh, and then here
maybe a Greek. I don't know. Who knows, dude?
Yeah, I like Greek.
Greek.
I like Greek. But that being said, Tony, another great show today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives and the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at downtimetv.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.